Last time on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror Never-Ending Nightmares, a zombie movie. Wait, hold on a second. How is this movie a zombie movie? I mean, honestly, I don't remember really seeing much zombies in there. I mean, we've got cannibals, but, I mean, where are the zombies? Well, you remember those deformed guys that kind of do the bidding of the doctor? You know, those guys? Yeah, uh-huh. Well, those are the actual zombies in this movie. Really? Those are the zombies? I don't even see them, like, eating flesh or anything. I mean, honestly, the only flesh I see are the cannibals. I mean, this is really a piss-poor excuse for a zombie film. I mean, maybe it's just a cannibal film, but... Hey, you know what? Maybe you should just shut up and finish the damn opening, okay? Okay, I'm sorry. Gee whiz. Last time on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror Never-Ending Nightmares. A zombie flick, I guess. Duh.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror Never-Ending Nightmares, Never-Ending Nightmares, episode 25. Yes. So after last night's somewhat zombie-less zombie movie, I guess maybe a more cannibalistic zombie movie, Zombie Holocaust, I thought, you know what, maybe I should do a pseudo-series, about what, zombie movies? Well, in a way, yes, and I thought, hey, you know, I know a director, an Italian director, because, you know, Italians make some of the best horror movies. At least they used to. The Italian director Lucio Fulci, he made sort of like a trilogy, what some people call the Gates of Hell trilogy, which involved the Gates of Hell, otherwise known as City of the Living Dead, and then the Seven Doors of Death, which is otherwise known as The Beyond, and then this little movie, House by the Cemetery. Yes, House by the Cemetery. So, what is it about? Well, I'm glad you asked, people. So apparently, this one research doctor had a friend who was doing research on a mysterious Dr. Freudstein, and apparently went mad and killed his mistress and himself. So, of course, his friend decides to investigate what drove the doctor mad, and he ends up going to this house by the cemetery, which used to be owned by the infamous Dr. Freudstein, who did experiments with human bodies and unnatural things. Well, apparently, Dr. Freudstein's house is not so deserted. Yes, there is some sort of thing stalking and killing people who enter the house. That's right. So is it a zombie? Is it a ghost? I don't know. It is sort of like a pseudo-ghost movie. A little haunted house action there. It's got a wonderful eerie tone and vibe, and the score, while quintessentially late 70s, early 80s Italian horror, more synthesizer and a little bit more, I don't know if you say a little disco-y in a way. It's, I guess we would say, more of a gothic feel than sort of a whole orchestral psycho sound. But in the end, the doctor and his wife and their little child, who is communicating with a girl who may or may not be a ghost, warning him to not go into the house. And of course, you know, they go into the basement. And the words, like, you know, don't look in the basement seems to be perhaps like a more appropriate title for this movie. But so, anyways, your basic plot is they go to the house. the guy finds some strange and crazy things about his friend and Dr. Freudstein. And of course, people come to the house and die, and everyone's in danger. And you get the final climactic, does everyone make it out alive type of deal. So let's get to those scores. We've got violence and gore is a 3 out of 5. Really, there's not a lot of violence. There's not really a big body count. However, the kills are pretty quality. I mean, they are some graphic kills, and they're done pretty well. But because there's not a lot of them, I can't give them more than a 3 out of 5. Shock value, 1 out of 5. Honestly, there's like maybe 1 or 2 jump scares, and while the impact of the kills are pretty great, I don't know if I consider them altogether shocking. They're just pretty brutal. So 1 out of 5. Plot, I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. There's not a lot of explanation. There is quite a bit of like what's going on. Like there's this babysitter character, and you're not quite sure what she. I mean, you thought maybe she was like some sort of ghost or somehow related to Freudstein, but then something happens and it just doesn't make any sense. And there's a few other things that don't make sense with this movie, and it sort of just jumps around in the narrative, and you're not sure if this. Where they're kind of going with it in a way. I mean, is it more about the boy and communicating with the dead girl, or is it more about finding out what was going on with the doctor and Mr. Freudstein? I don't know. Really, it really kind of leaves you with a little bit of going. So not the strongest point. Go to acting. Acting's 2 out of 5. It's not that anyone really does a bad job. It's just the children and their voiceovers are really, really bad and annoying, and I just can't bring myself to give it a bit of average or above average because of it. So honestly, the English dub version, golly, just it's just fingernails on a chalkboard. So there you go. Nudity, 0.5 out of 5. I mean, it's right there at the beginning, the opening scenes. She's topless and she puts her shirt on, and that's all you really get, except maybe some headlights here and there. But hey, at least they did it. But they got rid of it like rather quickly. So anyways, 0.5 out of 5. My enjoyment factor, I'm giving it a solid 3 out of 5. Honestly, altogether, the movie has a quick enough pace, has enough interesting elements, plus the whole mood, the gothic setting, the house, and the very impactful kills, all kind of gives me the enjoyment of a solid horror movie. So 3 out of 5. My overall impression is 3 out of 5. Honestly, it looks, it's like a low budget movie, but it looks pretty good, and the effects are pretty good, except for maybe the bat. The bat maybe not as great, but in the end, really, it looks, it feels, and plays like a solid horror movie. You know, despite its flaws, like the last movie that I watched, Zombie Holocaust, despite its flaws, it just feels like a fun horror movie. There's not any real comedy in it, but it's just that one of those you just watch and you enjoy, and you get the mood, and you turn down the lights and you feel it. You know, so there you go. House by the Cemetery, House by the Cemetery. So I guess maybe I'm going to do the other two. I know I have the Beyond here in my DVD collection. I'll have to see if I've got City of the Living Dead lying around somewhere. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm just going to do the Gates of Hell trilogy. And yeah, that'll get me to 26, 27. Yeah, so that'll get us to 28, which is like just close to the end right there. So yeah, I feel like this one went by really quick, but who knows? It could be like in the 10 to 15 minute range already. So, but I'll leave it at that. Really stressful day at work, but sat back, and maybe that helped with the mood, is just watch and relax and watch a nice horror movie and watch some people get killed and de-stress. You know, sometimes you gotta just, you know, just take a deep breath and relax. So until next time, everybody, you stay scary, and if you want, leave a comment saying how much you're enjoying or not enjoying the stuff so far, because we are in that home stretch. There is not many left to go until the end. So until then, like I said, stay scary, internet.